What's your verdict on the day then?
I thought we played well in spells, you know, but we lost avoidable goals. Obviously, one's a set play. First goal comes for the keeper punting it. You know, we're not organised. A wee bit of naivety. Yes, we're young, but at some point, you know, we were young 8 months ago at the start of the season as well, and there's got to be more of a learned performance shown. You know, you can't keep producing the same mistakes, and you know, I've said that. Listen, we don't lack effort because, you know, I believe that they all give everything that they've got. What we maybe do lack is the decision making and identifying in games, maybe when and where to inject and take away tempo and slow the game down and things like that. But, you know, listen, the boys give everything.
It was a good display actually, all through.
I thought, yeah, listen, that's what I'm saying, it's not we've rolled up here. Last week was abject. Last week we didn't turn up, and had we given that last week, I'd have probably been sitting here 3 points better off, to be honest. But we didn't give it last week, and it's that consistency. It's easy to perform when there's nothing expected of you. And that's where we're at right now, and when we're down and we're out and nobody expects it and there's no expectation or pressure, we perform well. What we don't deal with, it seems, is that when there's a pressure on us that we are a good team and we can compete, we seem to fall short somewhere along the line, and it's up to Martin and I to you know, identify that and rectify it as we go forward, and we're working tirelessly to do that. You know, but again, the fans are through. Despite the late sort of call on the game, you know, they're supporting us, and you know, we're together as one, obviously, but you know, we've got to show more. You know, the end of the season's approaching, and the boys have now got to have a wee bit of personal pride. You know, forget everything else, forget the future for the minute. Every game you must show that you're good enough to be a professional football player. I've said to the boys there, I could get, and I don't, it's for loss of better words, I could get any idiot off the street and make them fit and well enough to play football. But lo and behold, these boys are blessed with a wee bit of ability and they're fit enough. But what they lack in game nous and maybe experience is shown just now, you know, and maybe we do lack a wee bit of leadership in terms of age and experience, no through desire or effort. So, but listen, we'll work hard to rectify it. Hugely, obviously disappointed, but it doesn't dampen my hunger, it doesn't dampen my spirits to do the best and for this club and produce better performances and results ultimately. And you know, I will continue to work tirelessly, and you know, and come the summer, obviously we need to look at the options that are going to be available to us to make sure that this time next year we're the ones on the positive end of results like today.